The group faced some tricky challenges right at the start. They needed to find food, build a cozy shelter, and brave the wild weather. Each person had to quickly learn how to survive in this exciting, but difficult, situation.
But wait.
Emotions play a huge part in their journey too. Working together and lifting each other's spirits helped them conquer their fears when things got really tough. Can you imagine the strength of friendship in such moments?
Ten came a fantastic discovery.
They found wild cassava, a vital food source that gave them energy and hope. This little treasure boosted their spirits and made them feel like they could brave anything. Now, creating fire was a big test for the team. They used their clever minds, like focusing sunlight through glasses, to spark a flame.
How cool is that?
Their creativity shined brightly even under pressure. However, things took a turn when one of them fainted. The team decided to turn back for safety. This moment showed just how important health and being prepared are when facing survival challenges. What would you have done in that situation? As the storm picked up, the group fought hard to keep their fire alive. Fire is so important for survival, especially when the elements are against you. Could they keep it going?
But oh no.
Some of the younger contestants felt overwhelmed and wanted to step back from the challenge. This made it even more crucial for the team to support each other during this tough time. How can friends help each other feel better? With dehydration looming and food running low, collecting water became a top priority. Their quick thinking to gather what they needed showed how adaptable they could be in tough situations. What clever ideas can you think of for staying hydrated? However, there were some bumps along the way. Leadership squabbles erupted when they had to decide the best ways to survive. These disagreements highlighted the tricky dynamics that can happen in a group, especially when stress is high. Unexpected injuries, like dehydration and even scorpion stings, added to their troubles. These moments reminded them of the dangers lurking in their surroundings and the importance of taking care of themselves. What would you do if a scorpion crossed your path? The harsh sea conditions were another challenge. Not only did they lose some equipment, but their spirits also took a hit. Navigating through these difficulties made teamwork even more essential. How do you think they lifted each other up? As food supplies dwindled, the contestants had to get creative, catching scorpions and snails for protein. Imagine having to eat those. Their resourcefulness became a key ingredient for survival. Suddenly, new contestants showed up. This brought up questions about how they would work together or compete for resources on the deserted island. Exciting, isn't it? But it also made survival even trickier. After Fran left the challenge, the female team faced a tougher battle to gather food and water. Their journey shed light on the real difficulties of surviving on a deserted island. What would you do to find food in such a place? Lighting a fire became quite the struggle. Wet firewood made it hard for them to succeed. In the end, they realized they needed some extra help. What can we learn from their experience?
Then came a big moment.
They managed to catch a crocodile, which gave them a boost of protein after feeling hungry for days. This success lifted everyone's spirits sky high.
Can you feel the excitement?
Resourcefulness became their best friend again as team members turned to fishing and hunting to bring in food. This showed just how important it is to adapt and stay flexible when surviving in the wild. But guess what? Conflict brewed when some team members felt they weren't contributing equally to food gathering. This led to tensions that could affect their morale and willingness to work together. Can they find a way to stay united? The psychological impact of being alone and living in tough conditions weighed heavily on the contestants. They faced both physical and emotional hurdles, testing their strength and unity. What would you do to keep your spirits up? Their initial attempts to catch fish with a net along the shore were met with disappointment.
No fish came.
This struggle reflected their ongoing battle for resources. How frustrating would that be? A major turning point happened when they managed to trap a wild boar. But oh boy, capturing it was filled with tension. Their success brought in a much-needed protein boost for their meals. Can you imagine the excitement of that moment? As they navigated the wild island life, teamwork and clever strategies became their lifelines in finding food. Their adventures reminded everyone how crucial working together can be for survival. Sam took the lead in setting up a net and wow, they caught 21 fish. This brilliant teamwork really boosted everyone's spirits.
How amazing is it when people come together?
But just as they celebrated, nature had other plans. The weather caused spoilage, and they had to waste some food. This moment highlighted the wild unpredictability of nature. How can one prepare for surprises?
Then, tragedy struck.
RAR slipped while trying to protect their equipment, resulting in a medical evacuation. This incident shone a light on the dangers they faced and the need for safety on the island adventure. What lessons can they learn from this experience?